In early December 1990, we spent a couple of days staying at Stratford in Taranaki. During this time, I captured on video as much of the rail operations in the Stratford area as I could. The journey starts at Taumarunui on a sunny Thursday afternoon. Train 334, the northbound Silverfin railcar, has arrived and is about to head north for Hamilton and Auckland. In the yard, two trains stand side by side. On the left, a DX and a DC class Leica head train 560, a Te Rapa bound freight that will shunt to Te Roti, McDonald's siding, Otahonga and Taumarunui. On the right, DC 4070 stands at the head of train 556, bound for Stratford via the line known locally as the branch. We will take a short cab ride on 556 as far as Tokorima, about an hour distant from Taumarunui and a third of the way to Stratford. Once 560 has cleared the first intermediate signal, we are on our way. The first few kilometres is on the main trunk as far as Okahukura. Then we swing west onto the Stratford branch and climb up toward the Okahukura Saddle Tunnel, which is about 2.5 kilometres long and the first of some 24 on the line. As we passed the departure signal, noted at yellow, an indication of the presence of number 560 just one block section ahead of us. Here we are approaching Okahukura and head west. The main trunk continues north at this point. This is the Okakura Saddle Tunnel. Out the western portal of the tunnel, the line continues on a mainly southwest heading, winding around the hillsides beside a mixture of farms and bush. You'll have to excuse the unsteadiness of the camera at times, as the track has some rough spots and the DC locos aren't the steadiest riding locos. The first settlement on the line is Matieri, and soon after the township we pass the former site of Matieri Station.
stands up there and waves every day. Great goes home.
Well, the line between Okura and Stratford is controlled by the track warrant system under the direction of the Wellington Train Control Office. All movements on the line, including work machines such as tampers, are authorised by track warrants issued to the person in charge of the movement. In the case of the train, it is the locomotive engineer who receives the warrant. This warrant details all the movements that may be made, including points of travel and any other relevant information. There are 2 or 3 stations on this line set up for trains to pass, the first of these being Uhura, which we come to shortly. To separate the line into shorter sections, there are track warrant intermediate points. One of these was Materi, and you may have noticed an indicating board at the right hand side of the track as we pass through. Here we approach Uhura, noting the warning board on the right hand side with a picture denoting a siding and the station name. In track warrant areas, all stations with sidings are marked like this, with the board being placed 800 metres in advance of the first set of facing points. Uhura had a station master until quite recently, and possibly its only claim to fame is the minimum security prison nearby. From Uhura, the line climbs away and passes through another of the many tunnels on this line. Soon we're at Tokorima, where I left number 556 to continue its journey to Stratford. The road through this area is unsealed for about 30 kilometres in the Tangaraka area and is narrow and windy, particularly in the Tangaraka Gorge. Because of this, we didn't see number 556 until we arrived at Stratford that evening. At Stratford, train 529 and the Plymouth Taumarunui freight had arrived and was having more tonnage added. Also, DC 4070 was joined by DX 5206 to head 529 back to Taumarunui. Stratford is about an hour from New Plymouth and is a junction for the line east over to Urea and the main line south to Wanganui and Martin. There are still 3 drivers based at Stratford who run number 57 shunt service to Hara and the Kapuni industrial line. After the brake test, 529 is soon underway heading east with tonnage for Hamilton and points north and east of there. The railways of Taranaki are presently controlled by 4 different types of signalling: track warrant, tablet working, centralised train control and open section. However, the areas of tablet working and open section will change to track warrant early in 1991. Between Leperton and Hara, tablet working is still in place, as seen here at Eltham. And on the Kapuni industrial line, which services Petrochem's urea plant, some LPG facilities and a lactose plant at the end of the line at Kapuni, it is open section working. Little use is made of rail by the latter 2 industries, unfortunately. However, bulk urea is transported from here to a bulk store on the wharf at New Plymouth by a unit train consisting of up to 6 CA wagons, making 2 trips daily to New Plymouth. This is the end of the line at Kapuni, with the lactose factory on the left and the formation of the former line to Awakuni going out to the right. This is looking back towards Palmer Road. and there's the formation of the former line that ran right to Opanaki. Here we see the first urea unit train trip of the day, preparing to leave Palmer Road on its journey to New Plymouth. Shortly after, we see this train, number 522, head through Eltham, where number 57 shunt awaits its passing before it heads for Te Roti Junction and then Palmer Road.
You work on air vents for that.
Yep.
But if we was going to come in and up around here, I'd have to have FRs.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Let's
really
take a close look at
nice.
Eltham Station and train
Normal
working.
track here, and this is rerouting around.
Here is the signal frame and panel to control train movements. John the signalman pulls the lever to set the signal to the clear position. As the train approaches, he will give the driver the authority to proceed on towards Stratford by holding up a green flag and giving him the tablet for the Eltham Stratford section, which is in the pouch on the cane sling. The sling the driver of this train, number 57 shunt, throws off is for the Harbour Eltham section, which he has just left. The object of tablet working is for each train to carry a tablet for the particular section it will occupy, but only one tablet can be released for each section at a time, through the machines being electrically interlocked. The two signalmen communicate their intentions via a code of bell signals for different trains. The number of beats sent is repeated from the other station. Then John holds down the bell plunger so the signalman, in this case a hara, can release a half slide. Then, as he holds down his bell plunger, John presses the switch plunger, which releases a full slide, and John has a tablet for the Eltham hara section. Each station in the tablet area has a machine for the section either side, and in Eltham's case that is Stratford and Hara. However, as Te Roti junction is between Hara and Eltham, there is also a tablet transmitter machine. For a train to go on the Kapuni line, the tablet acts as a key to unlock the points at Te Roti. Once clear of the main line, the points are restored to normal and the tablet placed in the tablet machine at Te Roti, which then releases the full Hara Eltham section for use via the transmitter machine. This works in reverse for when a train wants to come off the Kapuni line. As we see here, as number 524, the afternoon urea train is requesting a tablet to enter the main line at Te Roti. The bell code 5+2 indicates an express freight. See how John can only pull the bottom slide out halfway, but when he holds down the bell plunger, the Te Roti machine will receive a full slide and the tablet, so that the crew of number 524 can unlock the points and come onto the main line. After number 57 shunt arrives at Stratford, John will then request a tablet for number 524 to proceed past Eltham, which we see here. All that has gone on is recorded in the train register.
Number 20.
And soon train 524 approaches from the south. After 524 clears the section at Stratford, 515, a Wellington-bound freight, is the next train through, headed by DX 5206.
Fancy letting the weeds grow in the yard. What a wretched rate to think.
What's that?
Letting the weeds grow in the
Oh,
yard.
isn't that shocking? What time would everybody get all around growing snake rain?
We had, I told you, we had 12 staff here on this time. 12. Old fashioned folks.
We then catch up with number 515 between Te Roti and Normanby. Here at Hara, DX 5097 stands at the head of number 520, an East Town Stratford freight, with the Swanganui crew awaiting to change to number 515, which will arrive shortly. .520 does a small shunt at Hara before it heads north. The 515 will be here for some time. Its wagon is not yet ready. We chase 520 north and catch it here arriving at Stratford at the end of its journey. In the previous scene we saw number 529 approaching Stratford from the north. Now we follow 509, a New Plymouth Wellington Express freight from Leverton to Stratford. We first see 509 having passed through Bell Block, cross the Whangaparo stream and swing south, running alongside the Waitara branch toward Leverton. This scene is between Leverton and Inglewood. This is Inglewood Station, and 509 works hard as it climbs up through Inglewood towards Stratford. The line climbs over 1,000 feet between New Plymouth and Stratford. At Midhurst, 509 quickly accelerates away from a speed restriction as it nears Stratford. At Stratford, DX 5097 as well as more tonnage was added to number 509 before it headed south. DX 5097 was required to bank number 510, 509's opposite from Wellington, over the steep grades between East Town and Stratford. As 509 departs south, we say farewell to the Taranaki Trains.